Hey, how's it going, everybody? Do you like Star Wars? Because we do too. Welcome to Nerd Out Nerd Style. I'm Clint Ritchie.
I'm James, aka Tater Nuts 99.
I'm Kaylee.
And get ready to nerd out with Star Wars, our top 5 favorite good guys and top 5 favorite bad guys.
Commander Kelly.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Those born of Mandalore strayed away from the path. Eventually, the Imperial interlopers destroyed all that we knew and loved in the Night of 1,000 Tears.
It's well hidden and unstable. One blast to any part of it will destroy the entire station. Oh, it's beautiful.
Star Wars joke of the week. Everybody ready for this?
No.
We're gonna do two. We're gonna do two of them. Why was the droid mechanic never lonely?
I don't know why.
Because he kept always making new friends. Sorry. I messed that one up too. All right, here's the other one. Here's the other one. This one's better. What was General Grievous' favorite band?
I don't know what.
Weezer.
Yeah, dude. That was a pretty good one. I like that one.
All right. So today we are going to be going over our favorite Star Wars, I don't know, good guys, bad guys. We got five
Top
of
five
each.
bad, top five good.
Yeah. And we're going to start with good guys first, right? That's what everybody wanted to do? Everybody want to do good guys?
Sure.
All right. Who wants to go first? Oh, wait, before we say anything, this is Kaylee. If everybody can see, this is our new person right there.
Your
well,
finger and hand are off screen.
for our guest for the week, I guess. So, say hello.
Sorry, I killed that moment there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Now, who wants to go first?
Let
I'll go first if I need to.
Kaylee
No,
go
no,
first.
no. I already told her she can go last because she has no idea like what to do. And I was like, don't worry, I've got this. I've got this. My number 5. How about that?
Number 5, good guy.
My favorite number 5.
Are we
good
doing
guy.
good guys or Jedi?
Good guy.
Oh shit, I've done nothing but Jedi and Sith. My bad, dude. Fuck.
I definitely mentioned good guy and bad guy. I never said Jedi and Sith. Never
Well, I
once.
mean, what do you think when you hear good guy, bad guy?
I think good
in Star
guy.
Wars? is literally Jedi and Sith.
This is not my
I mean,
fault.
Poe, he's a good and bad guy.
Well, if you want to pick Poe, you can. Poe
No,
is
I'm
not
not
a
picking
bad
Poe.
guy. Why?
He's a bad guy because he goes against the fucking Republic.
What was that? His first mission, and he
New
was like,
Republic.
"This isn't right." He got stolen as a
Dude,
baby. He was stolen
gets
as a
like
baby.
He gets like half the fucking fleet killed off because he thought he could take out a dreadnought.
Oh, Poe. My bad. I'm thinking about Finn. Shit. Finn. Poe is definitely a good guy.
He's a bad and a good guy. He's
No,
a bad guy
he
because he goes
made
against orders.
bad decisions. It's completely different.
Still a bad guy.
Okay. So
Is it?
my number 5 favorite. We're gonna go from 5 to 1. My number 5 favorite. We're gonna do Wrecker.
Wrecker as your good guy?
Yes, honestly, it's because of his personality. You haven't really seen Bad Batch, which I'm sad. But she said that she's watched all the other animated stuff. Wrecker to
Yeah,
me,
I know who he is.
yeah, Wrecker to me is like one of the most loving characters out of everybody, and he will always put himself first before somebody else, and he's a clone and he always follows orders. Except those clones don't follow orders. Wrong. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta open up this. Well, like I was saying, Wrecker is probably one of the most kind-hearted people out there and will always put himself first, and that's why I'm going to pick Wrecker. And if anybody has to argue with me about that, then let's do it.
I just think Wrecker as a top 5. Really, the top 5?
I picked off people that nobody else was going to be picking.
Okay, because you're like one of the nice guys, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to throw Wrecker in there. You're going to tell me that Wrecker's not the best person in Bad Batch?
Dude, Wrecker's not the best person in Bad Batch. Obviously, Omega is.
Omega is not. That's a lie.
Dude, she's an undisclosed force using ability.
She is.
Fucking
just
person,
because
dude.
she's got a good plot point, yeah, but she doesn't use the Force, and she is not the best character. Wrecker is.
Maybe she's a grower, not a shower, dude. Have you thought about that?
That she
Maybe
did
she just
grow.
grows the
She
Force.
grew like fucking.
You're
I don't
gonna
know.
go join the
She
freaking
honestly,
Rebel
she looked
fleet.
like she aged 2 years and 6 months, which was kind of weird.
Hey, maybe she had good spray tans and tanning beds on.
Yeah,
Pinterest.
and she got darker and she was inside, which was weird too. You're gonna bring that up. Trapped
We brought
inside
the
for
age.
6 months. Okay, yeah, that's my number 5. Go ahead. What's yours?
Mine.
Yeah.
Ray Skywalker, dude.
Ray? And you're gonna fucking talk about Wrecker? Oh my gosh. This guy.
And look. Okay, look. I know y'all talk shit. I know there's a lot of shit
No,
to talk
I
about.
talk
Ray and
shit.
her
Not
storyline.
everybody does.
Okay, but if you break her down, dude, and really contemplate on her lineage and the fact that instead of turning straight evil, she went
Overpowered.
straight good. I mean, that's pretty badass, dude.
I'm
So
not-
she grew up as a scavenger, right? Toughened by the life of a harsh desert planet.
Yeah, you can
And
read
then
all the
instead of
Wikipedia
going-
you want to. Go ahead, look back over there.
Fuck up, dude. Look, man, Ray's hard to talk about naturally, okay?
Yeah,
Come
because
on,
she's
dude.
overpowered and she learns everything with no training. She didn't get none from Luke. Everyone's like, she learned from Luke. No, she begged Luke to train her for like what, a day, and he didn't fucking do it. She
He
got
threw his
some
own
training.
lightsaber off the fucking cliff.
She got some training from fucking what's her face.
Uh-oh.
No, you're good. You're good. She got some training from Leia, but like maybe like a few months, like nothing big.
And don't forget, she got some training from BB-8.
Using Force lightning, which honestly comes from straight rage of the dark side, which doesn't make sense either. Except for the
Why
type
not?
the lightning that Luke
hold
Skywalker
on,
and
hold
Plo
on.
Koon would use, and that was a
Hold
light
on.
side of the Force lightning, not anything else like that. It's not as deadly. So go ahead. Sorry.
Hold on. Okay, look. If we all remember correctly, in the first book of Bane, Bane is using the Force lightning more potently,
Comes straight
more
from rage.
ferociously,
Yeah, it's straight rage.
okay, than anybody else.
He had a
So
lot of-
who's to say that Rey Skywalker doesn't have like a badass temper like her old granddad and fucked everything up?
I don't think she was that mad.
Dude, she
You can
just
say-
witnessed
you can
her
say-
best friend
You can say
getting
what you want.
kidnapped.
Yeah, she witnessed Chewie, who she barely even knew, get kidnapped.
Maybe she runs feelings deep, dude.
It's
like, I already
whatever.
love the fucker,
She
dude.
probably loves Ray too. I mean, it happens. I'm not a Ray
I don't
lover.
love Ray. I'm just
I
saying,
thought-
as a top 5 good guy.
I'm not a big Ray lover.
Her backstory is good. Well, would have been good if they would have changed a couple things. The way it started off, I loved the Force Awakens the first time I watched it, kind of. But like after she just kept on getting all these powers with like no training. It just felt like she was like, oh my gosh, and she became an X-Men. She became an X-Men pretty much. She just had all these powers that the X-Men do. But, and they were able to, because X-Men can do it without training. It's kind of wild, kind of like hers. But like The Force takes training, and she didn't take no training. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, she's a Palpatine, dude. And she calls herself Skywalker. I mean, if you think about it,
I didn't see
Skywalker
her
and
walk on
Palpatine
air,
are kind
okay.
of the same. But anyways, let's go on to Kaylee. Okay, I could talk about
right.
Rey for like half an hour, and I don't think anybody wants to hear that bullshit.
Don't worry, I'm not going to yell at you
So
like I yell at him.
It's okay. I don't think you will, honestly.
Yours can't be worse than that one. That's all I'm saying.
No, there's no topping that. My number 5 is Hera Syndulla.
Ah, Syndulla. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
See how it's not a
She's a
Jedi?
badass
She
pilot.
understood the subject
Very
there.
interesting.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just saying, she's a great leader. She's a badass pilot. She's independent. She's fierce. That fiery instinct. That's what I like. I like that in a leader,
And she's
especially for the rebellion.
she's the new heir to like the new Jedi, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Ahsoka, I'm just saying, she got that ass. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That's the wrong person.
No, it's not. It's her husband in real life, dude.
Is it really? I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's her husband. Aaron McGregor is her husband in real life, dude. How have y'all not known this?
No, I'm talking about we were talking about Hera.
Hera and Ahsoka, the personal actress that played Hera Syndulla is Aaron McGregor's Ewan
McGregor. Oh my gosh.
McGregor, whatever. It's got
Dude,
a fucking
you
eye
were
in there, dude.
fucking
Come on.
It starts with an E. Yes, it's weird. I
Oh,
agree.
is it E? Oh, my bad.
But that doesn't mean that it's not Ewan. So
Ewan, Aaron, whoever. Okay, look, the guy that plays Obi-Wan Kenobi in
has a
season,
W too, right?
episode 1, 2, and 3. All right, come on, dude. That guy. In real life, that's her husband.
Yeah. I didn't
know
know
how you
that.
didn't fucking know
I didn't
that.
know that, but that's a cool little fun fact. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Just get his name right next time, please.
I never get his name right. I refuse.
But no, Hera's a badass. I'm gonna have to agree. She's probably the hottest Twi'lek out there, right, James?
No.
What? You think there's a better one?
Yes.
The one that Boba Fett's plays, right? Or not Boba Fett.
No.
Jabba's.
No. And a fun fact for that episode, was it episode 4 or 5? Her tit slipped out.
Yeah, I know. I mentioned that in our Star Wars group at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you slow it down.
Wait. Who?
In episode 5,
So the green
Jabba the
chick?
Hutt's thing, like
Oh,
she
yeah.
like gets thrown
Yeah.
thrown to the side, and her whole dress comes up like this, but it's only for like a quick second. And you
Oh.
can see like a Twi'lek boob.
I did not know
It's a
that.
human boob, okay, but
It's a Twi'lek boob. Leave me alone. Let me have my fantasy.
it was painted green.
Yeah.
They obviously
Twi'lek.
expected it to slip out at some point, right?
Oh, they were scared, probably. Yeah, but
If it's gonna have a tit flash out, we need to have it green. Okay, let's just stay in character.
if you're watching it, just like pay attention, because like we're guys, right? And I'm definitely sitting there
Hey, look,
watching
honestly-
the Twi'lek get like shoved down in this little skimpy ass fucking suit. I'm like, did her boob just slip out? So I rewound it and I slowed it down, and I was like, okay, yep, sure did.
Thank God for VHS.
Oh no, I did it on Disney.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it was there. I don't know if they stopped it, but like it was there. I'm just saying. Oh no, Disney, please don't see this. Don't see this. Gosh. What are you looking up?
But I'm not looking it up.
I'm trying to
Actually.
see.
It's just my wife. Oh, nothing. These are not the wise texts you're looking for.
I heard that you want, and I probably agree. Leave me alone.
But,
I'm busy. No, I'm kidding.
But no.
Number 4,
What was
right?
I gonna say? Fuck.
We were talking about Twi'lek boobs.
Yeah. So okay. So there's a hotter Twi'lek, the Jedi that dies in the Order of 66.
Oh, the one on the council. I can't remember her name. I always forget it.
Yeah, she's a lot hotter than Harrison.
The blue one. No,
Well, I
Hera's,
say hotter.
Hera's
okay? She's
better.
more physically
Especially live action. Sheesh. Okay.
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to do a side by side comparison, I guess.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Mine would be the one, the only, Kanan Jarrus. Caleb Doom, if you will.
Hey, look, a Jedi.
Yeah, he is a Jedi. And honestly, again, he's starting the new age for the new Jedi. He's one of the ones that was able to train Ezra. And Ezra in the TV show of Rebels was actually a freaking badass. And Kanan was 10 times cooler than that. Kanan might not have been as strong in the Force, but and he also didn't know what he was doing. But after he lost his sight, he really found his calling and listened to the Force completely thanks to the Bendu, and I freaking love it. So
okay, I know you're talking about Kanan Jarrus. Kanan Caleb Doom.
Caleb Doom.
Kanan.
Yeah, Kanan.
Caleb Doom. Okay, look, the dude that's blind, okay, bro. Anyways, look. I forget what season it is, but when what's his name? Aladdin?
Ezra?
Yeah.
One step ahead of it. I'm kidding.
Anyways, Ezra, he picks up a Sith holocron and learns from the Sith holocron and makes the AT Walker walk off the end of that deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When he's on the dark side in season 3, right?
Yeah.
What's the season 3?
I don't know what
2?
season. But anyways, he
right
makes
after he
him walk
shaved
off
his
the
head and he got the holocron. He got the holocron at the end of the season, and then the next season, I think that's when he shaved his head, and he was all the dark. He's kind of doing the dark side stuff, and he completely
it's pretty cool.
Got control of the stormtrooper that was inside this walker and made it walk off the edge. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. Loved it.
Badass, dude. Probably one of the best moments besides Kanan Jarrus's
sacrifice. His sacrifice, if we want to get that out there, which was the saddest and most badass thing in Rebels. So,
besides the fact that he had sex with Hera Syndulla. Shut up, dude. I haven't watched the Rebels in fucking ages. Okay,
she's anyways, fucking Ahsoka, dude. What?
She's not fucking Ahsoka. She's in Ahsoka, but she's not fucking Ahsoka.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't use the F word.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, so it's okay. If you're new to the channel, we say fuck a lot, so fuck off. Anyway, just kidding. You can bleep that if you like. But yeah, no. So that had to happen at some point or another, right? So he obviously. That's smoking here all of a sudden. But anyways, he obviously had to bang her at some point, so they had a kid.
Yeah, with green hair. Awesome.
And he's the one that found Ahsoka in the water.
No, he didn't find her.
Yeah.
He did find her.
No,
he
did
told
not
him where
her.
to look.
Yeah, he told her where to look. Everybody else
He
found her.
He found her through the Force, dude. Okay?
He knew where she was.
You can't deny me this.
He knew where
You can't deny me
That's
this.
like saying my ring's over there and somebody's looking and they find the ring.
He found it through the Force, dude. He listened with the Force like Kanan Jarrus did. Okay, and he found it where she was at.
Okay,
So
we'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
All right, what's yours?
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. He's a fucking beast. I love him.
Yes, with that Mace Windu, I don't know if anybody watches Star Wars Theory, but he has a really good goddamn short film on Mace Windu's return. And it's amazing. You can't see it, but I get chills every time I talk about this short film. It's fucking epic. But no, because without Mace Windu, there wouldn't be Little John. On the
Sorry.
on the window, or from the wall to the window.
No, it's to the window to the wall.
Windu. Yeah. Anyway, so, Mace Windu, in episode 3, when he goes to arrest Chancellor Palpatine, he says, "And the Senate will decide your fate." And he says, "I am the Senate." and without Mace Windu, you wouldn't have had that critical tipping point for Anakin to decide whether he wants to be a Jedi or a Sith.
Dun, dun, dun. That is true.
Mace Windu.
Well, Mace Windu was there. Yep. That was like honestly kind of Anakin's turning point. What if he took Anakin with him instead of making him stay? Like how would that have turned out?
Well,
What
think
if
about this,
Mace
right?
Windu would have since Mace Windu already has the dark side in him, like he channels it through his fighting style to begin with, right?
Right.
So if he was able to do that and train Anakin in his dark side tendencies, maybe he could help him out a little bit. Honestly, Mace Windu probably would have been a better teacher than Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan is just, you know.
Well, Mace Windu probably would have been the more appropriate
Well, see,
master to train Anakin because he could have picked up on the dark side tendencies in Anakin long before Obi-Wan would have.
Yeah, well, that's the
And
thing.
like you said,
Mace Windu stuck so strict to the Jedi code because he has dark side tendencies, and he can't. He cannot act on them. So he could have,
right.
like just like Anakin has dark side tendencies, he could have taught Anakin how to control that.
But see, if he would have took Anakin Skywalker to the rest of Chancellor Palpatine, then you could have potentially saved Anakin in that act before he would have progressed, because Anakin would have spoke the truth and brought light to the justice of Chancellor Palpatine instead of just wanting to kill him, even though he did kill Count Dooku.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would have been a weird scenario to be faced with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he was just his teacher to begin with, that would have been better. All right, Kaylee, what do you think?
Haley.
Do you want to do yours or?
My number 4 is Sabine Wren.
Sabine. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Talking about fucking Force users that shouldn't be able to use
I
the
would
Force.
not fight her.
She has had
She's
multiple.
definitely awesome.
She's had a lot of training. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let you explain why. I just have to talk to this guy real quick. She has had a long time of training. We have no idea how long with Ahsoka, and then she did a little bit more training when they went to go. It's like playing a video game for a long time and you can't get past this part, and then you give it a rest and you come back to it and it can work.
She literally couldn't move a fucking coffee cup.
Yeah, and then okay, I understand. There's no reason she should be automatically be able to do whatever the fuck she wants. I agree with that. Okay, let's go
And
ahead.
she was deflecting blaster
She's more
bolts.
force sensitive. That's why.
She wasn't deflecting blaster bolts. Oh yeah, no. She could use that a little bit. That's her Mandalorian training. Go ahead, let Kaylee. Let Kaylee.
Sorry.
Well, my biggest reason for liking her is because she's Mandalorian. I love Mandalorian.
This is the way.
This is the way. My phone said that too. This is the way.
The Mandalorians are one of
Have
the.
it propped up. They're badass fighters. Honestly, like, you don't want to go fucking toe to toe with one of them.
As long as I got Mandalorian armor, I will. Let's go. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They'll probably kick my ass. They got like gadgets.
I know I
didn't say
didn't
anything
get my
about
ass whooped.
Yeah, I'm fat, so.
She's also a painter, and that's another reason why I really like her. She's really creative and colorful
Yeah,
versus all the other traditional Mandalorians we see.
Plus, she came up with the technology to kill Mandalorians.
I was about to say she's super smart as well.
Yeah, she's really smart.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Backstabbing bitch.
I honestly
She killed her
really like
people.
the live action version of her in Ahsoka. I feel like it didn't resemble her as much as in Rebels, but
I will
what it
agree.
is.
I will agree, but I disagree because at first I didn't really like her. She doesn't. She has said herself before playing the character that she didn't even know. She never watched Rebels, so she didn't really know Ahsoka. She just was going to play her how she thought she needed to be played. So that's the
I
reason.
didn't know
for
that. Wow.
Yeah, that's the reason for that. But
Huh.
I still liked it. Like I still liked Ahsoka. I don't give a shit. So
Oh, I
Besides the
loved
fact
it.
that Ahsoka didn't use force speed to run away from a fucking explosion. I mean, she's in her 40s, but goddamn, come on, man, CGI that shit, dude.
yeah, the whole that whole bullshit. Like they do have force speed, and it's like Star Wars has already forgot that they had that thing.
Like the only time we've ever seen live action force speed is in episode 1.
All right, our number 3. Yeah,
Number
exactly.
3.
At the very beginning of episode 1, you see Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan do it right after they got out of the dioxide gas, and
Do it.
the what's it called? The
The Federation.
no, those fucking droids. There's
Droid destroyers.
Yeah, the no droidicots. That's what it is. The no match for droidicots. Sorry. Now, number 3. My number 3 is gonna kind of blow some people out of the water. I don't know who has this for their number 1, but my number 3 is Yoda.
Oh my god, no fucking way. No fucking way. That's my number 3, dude.
That's your number 3?
That's my number 3.
That's crazy that we both put it in number 3. Number 3,
Okay, let's hear yours.
Yoda. My number 1 reason is because Yoda walks around with the cane all day and fucking getting high. That's why he talks backwards. He's just chewing on a goddamn cane that makes him all fucked up. And he acts like he can't walk. And then like he's so strong with the force, he's so old, right? He actually really can't walk, and he uses the cane, but he uses the force to have the force flow through him to be able to do all those jumps and everything and make himself act like he's 24 again. I wish I was 24.
If he was 24, he'd be crawling, dude.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, but like my age,
baby Grogu,
my age,
he
24.
doesn't. He's 50 and he can't walk.
Yeah.
Like he's just now learned how to hop and jump. I mean, maybe Yoda was a faster learner. I don't know.
Nah, well, if you think
I'd like
about
to
it,
think
he
so.
said that he's been training Jedi for 800 years. So that means he was
Yeah,
only
he's
100
900
years
and something
old.
years old.
Yeah, he was only 100 years old whenever he started training Jedi.
Yeah. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it for me. I was gonna let you do some.
Oh, okay. So.
I was gonna make it
anyways,
funny since you had him. I can add a lot more, but I figured I didn't want to.
If you
take
want
it.
to add more, take it.
Okay, well, he also was the one that was sitting there, and the very first time we get to see him, he's training old Luke Skywalker, everybody's favorite Jedi, which is he's actually a badass if you want to get into it. Except Disney made him kind of not. But I'm not going to get into that. I do love. I do love the interaction that like you know Jedi Yoda as being this super like serious guy, but the very first time he meets Luke, he acts like a complete moron. Like it's the complete opposite of what Yoda is, and I just love how like you see the difference in that.
Yeah.
He's just hitting R2 with the stick, trying to take something from him, and I don't know. It's just funny. I love it.
Fun fact for the voice actor of Yoda is Frank Oz. He's the same voice actor that voice acted Cookie Monster.
Oh,
That's
wow.
why, if you ever noticed that Cookie Monster and Yoda sound similar, except Cookie Monster's not speaking in backwards. So you got forces I have, okay, and then you go, oh, Cookie Monster like cookies. I mean, they're identical, and
Yeah.
and I didn't know that until like years down the road. That's crazy. But Yoda for me, because like you said, he trained Luke Skywalker, and that's not, to me, in my opinion, a critical role for him to have trained Luke Skywalker, because obviously Obi-Wan did some training, and obviously Obi-Wan could have trained Luke Skywalker.
Obi-Wan
as
was
a
always
Force
there. Yeah, Obi-Wan was
Yeah,
always there.
so-
So
Obviously, Yoda doesn't take number one, even though he's probably
Obi-Wan
one
was
of the
there
most.
whenever Yoda was training him. They were talking to each other and stuff.
Damn it! Let me finish.
Sorry.
So, it's okay. So obviously, Yoda is like one of the wisest Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously, but in my opinion, Luke Skywalker could have got the same level of training from Obi-Wan. Not the same level, but he could have got similar training. Okay, because Obi-Wan was obviously there the whole fucking time.
Yep.
So that's why Yoda is number 3 and not number 1.
Yoda's a badass. I agree. So yours is probably Obi-Wan too, with number 1. Get the fuck out of here. What,
Nope.
Kaylee, what is yours?
I don't know how to pronounce her last name right,
It's okay,
but it's
neither
gonna
do
be
we.
Barris.
Barris Offee.
Oh,
Offee.
Offie.
Offee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Look,
And
it's all in
I
the
saw
brain.
we saw a
It's
little
all in
bit
the
of her
brain.
in Clone Wars.
Do what?
We saw a little bit of her in Clone Wars, but here recently she was on the Legends of the Empire, right?
Yeah, she was in Clone Wars. She's actually the one that
Tales of the Empire.
in Clone Wars, she's actually the one was the reason Ahsoka ended up leaving the Jedi Order, because she's the one that framed Ahsoka towards the end. So
Yeah. I don't really like that part, but she was really badass in the Tales of the Empire, and
yeah, she was a bad
I just
guy.
liked who she turned out to be.
She did. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorta, yeah. She was bad guy, but then she realized, this is bad, and she was able to overcome it. And she just basically hit out and helped
I
heal
don't-
people and do what she thought was right.
Well, I got problems with certain things, and let me speak right before you, James, as real quick. The my problem is if you look back on all the stuff, the dark side is supposed to be like heroin. After you use it, you're supposed to like feed off of it, and a lot of people weren't able to actually come back from it. But her eyes never went orange, so therefore I don't feel like she truly tasted the dark side. Go ahead, James.
I was gonna say something similar. I don't think she ever really was for the Empire. I think she made the best of a fucked up situation.
Yeah, she did what she thought was right in the
Is-
Clone Wars, which was
Because
actually wrong.
you could tell
Yeah.
in Tales of the Empire when she was having to fight off that kid, she only fought off that kid because that's what she had to do, that or be destroyed. So, and when she had to battle that dude in that ring of death, okay, she had to either kill him or be killed. So she only did what she fucking had to.
And she
to
held
survive her
out
life.
until she got hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she is a badass. I was just giving you a hard time. Number
You're
2. Number 2. Oh, Darth Maul. Oh, sorry.
Darth Maul. It's not good.
Mando. Mando. That's who I'm talking about. Mando is probably one of the coolest characters that is not a Force user. He's not a
Yeah,
Force
I
user.
can
I don't
agree.
give a fuck if everybody's like, oh, I think he's got the Force. That's why he's so badass. Can't people just be fucking badass in the Star Wars universe without actually using the damn Force? No, because everybody actually has the Force inside of them. And it's just like, if you're trained right, and blah, 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 blah. But either way, he's a badass. He's one of the coolest characters out there. And if you have a problem with it, I don't know, talk to the fans, because there's a bunch of them. Mando has Grogu, and Grogu lit up the Star Wars space again. A lot of people forgot about Star Wars until The Mandalorian came out. He literally revived
No, you're
Star
wrong.
Wars.
You're wrong.
You're right.
wrong.
I did not, and
agree
a lot of us did not. But there's a lot more
Look,
fans that came
look,
from watching
Look,
The Mandalorian.
until baby Grogu, until baby Yoda came along. Then it was so.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. I'm sorry.
And all the chicks are like, "Oh, he's so adorable. I want a baby." And now we have the next fucking boomer's age. Hey, I got baby Grogu holding up some hats back there in the back.
It looks like you're smashing him with a football. Sorry.
No, he's holding my snacks. Totally my snacks.
Oh, snacks. Okay.
Yeah. My wife got
It's
one
funny
one time.
because like
It's
you got a
pretty cool.
football in front of him, And I got a little football player in front of mine. All right. Yeah. So, Mandalorian, Mando, Din
Din
Djarin,
Djarin,
if you will. Yeah. What about you?
the D
Jace?
silent.
What about you? What's your second one?
Obi-Wan, actually.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I like him.
Hello there.
Hello there.
You do so much better than I do. But I guess you're more of a good guy and I'm a Sith.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't try it.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
It's over, Anakin. I had the high ground. Jesus. So, anyways, Obi-Wan, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi. The reason I like him is that his training wasn't necessarily important to Luke as it was to Anakin Skywalker. And I guess he was blinded in a way to Anakin's turn to the dark side because he also had a love interest, if we remember, in the Rebels.
Clone Wars.
No, it was
Clone
Clone
Wars.
Wars.
Yeah.
Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Sabine. Oh, so, wait.
Sabine's cousin.
No,
or
it's
the
shush,
other
shush,
leader,
Shush, what's her fucking name?
Michael
starts-
Jackson.
It starts with an S.
Satine.
Satine. Thank you.
Satine.
Holy
Like
freak.
saltines.
Satine.
That bitch
Good
was salty.
job. Like, she knows some fucking Star Wars after all. No, I'm kidding. No, we talked Star Wars before you even joined. I was like, hell yeah, this is gonna work.
But
She actually watches some shit.
so yeah, he had a pretty interesting love interest with her. He actually, I think, came down to a point of him actually having to make a decision of being a Jedi or being her lover.
Yeah. The thing is like he said to her as she was dying, as she was dying, he was like, or I used that was before that. He tells her, if you would have told me to leave, I would have went with you.
Yeah.
So very deep
anyways,
shit.
I think he was blinded partially due to that, to Anakin's turn to the dark side, because obviously his fear of losing Padme was what really drove him to wanting to learn from Chancellor Palpatine, aka Darth Sidious. And no one knew Darth Sidious until Darth Sidious was revealed in Episode 3.
Anakin
obviously.
was the chosen one, dude. I don't want to start talking about Anakin, but there's
Let's hold up. Just hold up on that. But anyway, so we'll get to it, I promise. But yeah, Obi-Wan, he also was a pretty badass Force ghost to Luke Skywalker, which also helped Luke Skywalker become more of a Jedi than Yoda did.
that's a good number 2. Kaylee, what's yours?
My number 2 is gonna be Ezra Bridgers.
Hell yeah, dude.
I like that.
He was a punk kid when we first saw him and was first introduced to him in Rebels, and then he grew out to be a
He seemed-
badass Jedi, and he even sacrificed himself to save everybody else.
He was Aladdin. He was literally Aladdin as Ezra. Think about it. He like lived by himself, ran around stealing shit, and then was adopted by some king. Oh, okay. Nah, it's cool. That's a good one. Ezra is awesome, and he actually. And I don't know if you've seen the live action Aladdin. You know, that's who plays him in Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
So
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
I did not notice that at all. I've seen it. So, wow.
That's why I brought it up earlier as Aladdin, and then y'all both picked up Ezra, so I just assumed you knew.
I knew. I was laughing about
I know
it.
you know, but I assumed Kayla knew.
Kaylee.
I
Kaylee.
must have not heard, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Right.
Nah, the more you know.
Numero
I
uno.
like Ezra. He's actually the very first person that ever made a different kind of lightsaber because he could also had a stun gun that was on the side of it, which was really cool
That
in my
was
opinion.
pretty
Yes, I did like.
pretty badass.
Awesome character. I like it. Good pick. I had nothing bad to say
Thank
about
you.
him. He actually even tapped into the dark side a little bit, which was really cool, and was, wanted to be picked up by fucking old Darth Maul himself, which would have been awesome. Imagine,
Oh, yeah, dude.
imagine a what if universe where Ezra went with Darth Maul.
Hey,
All I'm
man,
saying-
that's sick. That is sick.
That'd be a good one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, mine. Number one. Number one. Is
Hey,
is-
actually, hold up. Let's go back to Darth Maul real quick. Just imagine a what if
we can
scenario.
go. We can.
Darth Maul beats Obi-Wan Kenobi, becomes Darth Sidious' #1 apprentice. Okay, Darth Maul also kills Darth Sidious somehow.
What if Darth
Just
Maul
pretend.
ran over Anakin at
then-
the very beginning instead of ducking?
Oh, see? and then Darth Maul kills Darth Sidious, and then takes on Ezra as his new apprentice.
Yeah, I don't know. Ezra would have been a long time after that. I feel like he would have had like plenty of people to choose from
Maybe
before
but, dude,
Ezra would have been
just
picked up.
imagine, man. Just use that noggin to imaginate.
Yeah. That's a long stretch. Till after BB. Oh yeah, no. Is it after BBY? I can't remember.
All right, so
Oh,
you're
well.
number one.
My number one is Obi-Wan
Numero
Kenobi.
Really?
Yes. I did not
Okay.
pick Anakin. I love Anakin. He's my favorite character. But technically, he's not a good guy. Technically,
He
he's not a
is.
bad guy. So,
He is.
therefore, I didn't pick him. I picked Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, if he was not stuck with the little brat head Anakin, yes, he probably wouldn't have been as strong because he had to keep up with this kid that was extremely strong. And he probably wouldn't be as good as he is if he didn't train Anakin. But he was probably the most to the code Jedi and always did what was right. And he even sliced his apprentice in half, which no other Jedi in the last 1,000 years have really had to kill their own Jedi, you know? Jedis don't turn on each other, and most of them, when they go bad, they're brought down and brought to justice. He had to literally kill his apprentice. But of course, you know, it didn't die. That's the reason he couldn't finish him off at the end in the first place. He could just sit there and watch as he started to burn.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
Yeah, so sad. All right, James,
Number one.
what is
Numero
your
uno.
number
me.
one? Let's hear it.
Myself. I'm the #1 good guy, and here's why.
No, 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 no.
I'm just kidding. All right, so it's Anakin Skywalker.
Okay,
Here's why.
he's not a
Okay.
good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy. He was a good guy at one time, and then when he died, he became a good guy again. So therefore, he is a good guy.
You sound like those people that think they're. Never mind.
Yeah, what? You want to talk shit?
I'll be quiet.
You want to talk shit? I'll talk shit. I'll talk some mad shit. I'll drop a whole cow patty on you. And then you can call me Cow Patty Daddy. What's up?
Anakin is Anakin, but he's still Darth Vader. That's why he's able to come back to Anakin. He's never actually dead. It's because he like went
Dude,
from
look,
Darth
so
Vader back to
Here's
Anakin.
why he was a good guy, right? The Mortis episode.
Yeah, I understand the Mortis episode where he decided to turn
He-
evil just because he saw the future. I saw that.
He killed off a fucking Ahsoka to save the fucking daughter, dude.
The father
To
had
keep the
to
balance.
fucking erase his mind so he would fucking turn back good.
That's so.
He's a bad guy.
Look, we've all been persuaded to do dumb shit or bad shit because of the fear of loss, right?
I mean,
No, I've never.
No one's
decided
ever done something shady as
I've
I've never
taken
decided
pressure.
to murder a bunch of fucking kids because my wife was
Fuck
going to
yeah,
die.
Look at Columbine, dude.
I think I can save her
That's
using
fucked up.
some dark arts. I need this guy to tell me how to do it. What do I have to do? Kill everyone? Okay.
I become powerful. Through victory, my chains are broken. What's the easiest target? Those fucking kids.
Yeah, I have
Get off my lawn.
I have a whole section for people afterwards, so I'm gonna give an honorable mention why I didn't pick them, and stuff like that. And Vader's on there. Sorry, Anakin. Whatever.
And Anakin, because he did a lot of cool shit, dude. He helped out a lot of cool people, man. He made a lot of people who they are because of what he did when training them, working with them, fighting beside them, and all that shit.
Nah,
Anakin's like Obi-Wan, Yoda, Mace Windu, and well,
he was the
he's not
fucking
like
chosen
Skywalker.
one. He's the strongest being ever. He was awesome. And he
wasn't
did
the chosen
really
one, dude.
bad things. Oh my god.
He was a chosen one, but it wasn't him that was the crucial tipping point. The tipping point was the Duel of Fates.
No, that was. He was the chosen one, and the tipping point was Duel of the Fates. You're right. If Obi-Wan would have,
But after the tipping point,
Qui
he
Gon
wasn't
would
the
have
chosen
lived,
one.
if Qui Gon would have lived, he would have trained him because Qui Gon was more known about the dark side because of fucking Dooku, and Dooku studied the dark arts his whole life. So yeah, you're right.
Anyways, check this out too. Okay, if Anakin was to bring balance to the Force, you got like 1,000 Jedi and 2 Sith.
That's not balance. I don't give a shit. George Lucas has already said the darkness makes the balance. Like when you use the dark side, that's whenever it becomes unbalanced. It's like having a pond and you got all the water. The water is the Jedi. When you throw a rock in and it comes overfilled, that's the darkness.
I think of the light. I think of the light and the dark as a fulcrum. Like, teeter totter.
No, because listen,
1,000 Jedi over here.
The
That's
Jedi.
how I see it.
Well, that's not how it is. Listen, the Jedi don't use. Okay, the Jedi use like they're one with the Force. They do stuff like the Force moves them, but the Sith try and move the Force. They're completely different.
Yeah. So what?
The Jedi try to have the like water. The Force moves through them freely, and like a rock, which is thrown into it, tries to bend it to its own.
So basically, the Jedi are like hippies, and the Sith are like headbangers.
No, they're waves and they're rocks. What are you talking about?
Shut up, dude. Look, comment down below. Comment down below and tell us what you think.
That's what it is. We both think differently, but that's how it's supposed to be, and that's why it makes sense.
You sound like a Mr. Clinton Richie. You sound like a Sith dealing in absolutes.
Oh my gosh, that is an absolute. If you want to get technical, all right. Now, Kaylee,
number
what
one.
is yours? Number 1. Let's hear it.
Oh, I don't even need to look at my paper. Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka is a badass. I agree.
She uses the 2 blades. She holds this. She holds the sabers differently because she has to use it to wield the 2 blades and everything. If I was a Star Wars character, honestly, I would be Ahsoka. I relate with her a lot on a lot of different, especially when the Jedi Council with the whole Barriss thing and how they're like, "You're bad. You did this." The way she handled it. That's in a lot of situations. That's how I felt myself. So I love her. She's an awesome person.
She's one of the best Jedi. I'm gonna agree. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Sorry. You know what? I'll go ahead.
No, you're good.
She is one of the best people because she was able to come from the last generation of absolute badass Jedi. Think about all the ones that are there. They're all dead. Ahsoka's the only one.
Yeah.
Unless the ones that survived from Order 66. Which, how many of those do we actually know? We don't know any of them. None of them. Ahsoka was the only one so far that I know that made it through Order 66 and is in nowadays stuff. Like Barriss, did she die? We don't know. She might be alive. The 13th sister, or 14th sister, or whatever she is, she might be alive. We don't know. Other than that, all of them are dead. So
Barriss ended up dying.
no.
in
No.
the Tales of the Empire. No,
Mm.
she didn't die. She got stabbed in the stomach.
Right. How many people?
Oh.
So did
how many people are getting stabbed in
Sabine
the stomach
Wren.
nowadays, and they're not dying?
Sabine
you
Wren
know
got
what?
stabbed in the stomach.
That's a good
and
point.
survived.
All right.
What's her
Yeah.
face? What's her
All
face? Reva got stabbed twice. Once as a little kid, and then once as she was older, by Darth Vader.
Okay.
Both times, for some reason, not dead. She should definitely be dead. I'm sorry. Sabine was like, they made it like clear that she got stabbed on the left side, but you also got to think of that's like fucking melting lava. Pretty much, they stabbed it inside of a door which had multiple layers, and it just started melting it as they turned it. So like, it's like, you know, they stab right there. All those organs are technically cooked, but you know, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's Star Wars. So
New Age Star Wars.
yeah,
Disney.
yeah, because that used to not happen. Look at Qui-Gon. Even though I say this multiple times, when Qui-Gon got stabbed, everyone's like, "Why didn't he use force healing and blah blah blah?" Well, if you go and you look at it, right after he gets done beating Maul, first thing Qui-Gon says to Obi-Wan is, "It's too late."
It's too late. No.
Indicating, you know, there's no point. So you can't use force healing. He's dying. It's too late. But also, I don't think Obi-Wan knows how to use force healing.
What if he meant it's too late for the Jedi Order?
I don't think he thought he was that
Look
arrogant.
at it.
I'm the only one that can train this kid. I don't think he thought like
No, not that. Maybe he meant like it's too late for the Jedi Order to come back and be what it was supposed to be, and not what it is today. What if he meant that?
I don't think he thought that. I mean,
Dude,
if he
he
did,
obviously didn't think that the Jedi Order was something great because he did his own thing, right?
dude, if that's what he meant, that's some deep thought.
Comment down below. Sorry, comment down below and let us know what you fucking think.
All right.
There it is. Fuck again.
Is that was that everybody's?
That's everybody's.
All right, so
Mine was Anakin. Yours was something weird, and Kaylee was something awesome.
mine was Obi-Wan.
That's something weird, dude. I wouldn't have picked him as a number one ever.
You picked the bad guy.
Obi-Wan is
I picked a good guy. He died as a fucking good guy.
I gave you a reason why Obi-Wan is one of the best characters out there.
Yeah, he did die as a good guy. He saved his son. He did a selfless act.
Well, fucking Obi-Wan died making a
Okay.
joke, being like, haha, now you have to deal with this. Because I didn't want to.
He's like, you can't kill me. Force Ghost. You want to see a magic trick? Now you see me? Now you don't.
All right,
That's gonna be a good
before
short,
we
dude.
start, I want to give some honorable mentions to some that
Okay.
are not bad guys, but they're also not good guys. Before, whoa, should I wait? I'm gonna wait just in case somebody has these guys as like a bad guy. All right, Vader was one of them already. So Anakin / Vader, but somebody probably has him as a bad guy too. But let's go number 5. Now, mine is going to be somebody that you guys don't know about. If you ever read through Revan book, Revan is a badass. He was able to come from the dark side and become a Jedi again, like only because the council at the time, or a bunch of the high Jedis, were able to take his memory and wipe a bunch of them, and turning him back to being like a good guy. Now, that's who I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the person that made him into a bad guy. This guy, his name is Vitiate. He was able to pretty much look at Revan and turn him into a bad guy, him and his buddy, just by looking at him. He was able to pretty much, you can only hear about him in a book. Read the Revan book. He's a freaking beast, and I would like them to make more of this dude. Like I want to see more of it. He was able to when he was a little kid, he killed his parents when he was like 8 years old and was able to suck the whole life force out of this planet at one time, making it into a dead like wasteland by manipulating all these other Sith users to do some kind of chant. I can't really remember exactly what happened, but it was insane. The dude's badass, and I want to see more about it. So I want to say Vitiate is probably my number 5 most favorite bad guys that I really just want to see more about. And when Revan finally meets him, he was the Force lightning that he does. At first, he like Revan kind of grabs it, and then he does it again, and it completely just destroys Revan. And Revan's one of the most powerful Jedi ever known in the galaxy, Star Wars galaxy. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Anybody?
I got nothing to say on that guy. I don't know the guy personally.
He's insane, dude. He's like he's the strong. He lived for 1,000 years. Just I don't even know. I've never even read when he died. I have no idea how he died or anything like that. I just know he was extremely strong.
So you want to do mine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine's pretty obvious. I don't know if anybody's going to catch on to why, but here we go. Darth Bane. Darth Bane is my number 5, and the reason being is
Darth Bane is your number 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Darth Bane, from my knowledge, wait, should Darth Bane be higher than that?
I don't know.
I could have said Poe Duncan.
My Darth Bane is higher than that.
But anyway, so
You better
Darth
not
Bane,
ever put Poe on your fucking villains, dude.
He is, dude. He's such a villain. He's such a bad boy. He's like a really nice sweetheart of a bad guy.
He's such a good guy that he was willing to sacrifice himself and everybody else to try and stop the Empire. Or the First Order.
Sounds like a douche.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Anyway, so Darth Bane, he's the one that reinstitutionalized the rule of 2. Okay, I believe Darth Revan came up with the rule of 2, right? Or he took part in the rule of 2. But
no, that's not the thing. Revan felt like the dark side of the Force was feeding off of each other. Like there's only so much, just like you could only throw so many rocks inside a pool before it was overfilled. He felt like there's too many Sith, you couldn't have as much to pull from. So therefore, eliminating them
That's so silly thinking like that.
Well, that's what Revan thought. By eliminating the less Sith there are, the stronger you can become in the dark side. So Bane took that into knowledge, but instead of actually doing that, he was like, well, I need somebody to be able to pass this knowledge on to. Why not have one to embody the Force and the other one to crave it? Whenever that one was strong enough to take over, they're like the main guy, they become them and then get another apprentice. And as long as we work like this, the person will keep getting stronger and stronger. And that's why the Sith are so freaking strong.
So, anyways, well put. Thank you. I probably wouldn't have done near the justice on that. But the reason he's number 5 is because he basically started the rule of the Empire from then to where Darth Sidious picks up when he becomes the Emperor.
Mm-hmm. He put in place the order.
Yeah. And basically like the trade routes, all the crap, everything that was coming down the pipeline was passed from Darth Bane. Without Darth Bane, you probably wouldn't have had Darth Sidious ruling as the Emperor.
Yeah. Yep. Without Darth Bane, because especially, we'll talk about it later.
I guess Darth Bane could have been number 1, but nah, fuck it.
All right, what's yours?
All right. So I didn't know we were going from bottom to top, but this person definitely is not my number 1 favorite. A lot of people don't agree with this either, but my number 5 is Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, Darth Jar Jar.
Yes, exactly. A lot of people don't think that he's Sith, but he definitely is. Nobody can be that clumsy and still get their way in the end. Just saying.
And he did give
I do
supreme power to
I made a list.
Let's go. Can you read it off? Can you do that?
Yeah. Okay, so one of the reasons why I think he's Sith is because at the end of the teaser trailer for the Star Wars Legos, Gungan is wielding a red lightsaber out of a black Millennium Falcon. So I kind of feel like that was a little bit of foreshadowing there with that. Then Darth Jar Jar theory was first proposed by Redditor, which I was following him for a while because I was like, wow, this is actually really good. Release of the Star Wars The Force Awakens, he noticed several signs of Jar Jar displaying flashes of unusual physical coordination, such as performing somersaults normally associated with Force users. He also noted that there are several of Jar Jar's action sequences that resemble a martial art called Zuquan, or Drunken Fist Wushu. There are even a handful of moments where Jar Jar shows pre-natural awareness, dodging blaster shots before they're fired, or knowing a... What was that word?
Just
I can't
acts
pronounce it.
clumsy.
Droideka?
Yeah, he just acts clumsy and is able to like dodge stuff constantly. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
he's obviously a Force user, and...
Well, I actually heard that.
But he also uses his hands a lot to persuade others, which...
I never
a
noticed
lot of
that. I'm gonna
Jedi.
have to actually look at that.
Yeah.
But I do know that I heard. I don't know for a fact, but I heard George Lucas was actually going to reveal that Jar Jar was fucking Palpatine's master, but everybody hated Jar Jar, like Jar Jar Binks in the first episode. Like everybody hated him, so he scrapped the idea.
From what I understand from George Lucas's perspective, is he just kind of threw Jar Jar in there as for like more of the children audience.
That's what it's supposed to be.
You know, nobody really liked him. But then he started listening to the fans more, hearing, oh, you know, he does all this weird stuff that Force users would do. So he started leaning more towards, you know what? I'm going to reveal something crazy.
Well, yeah. Something like that.
Dude.
Yeah. Have you ever heard that?
So what if Darth Jar Jar took and trained Anakin Skywalker?
No.
And Anakin would also be manipulative.
It's not gonna happen. Jar Jar would have been
I don't think that would
Palpatine's
happen.
master.
Yeah.
And then we wouldn't have got that kick-ass scene right at the end of episode, or right towards the end of episode 3, where Darth Sidious has just now been hideously scarred, and he's like, "Y'all shall be knighted in fourth Darth."
Jar Jar Binks is a really good one, and I agree. He is probably the most evil character. He gave all power to Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. And then that completely destroyed everything. So it was Jar Jar Binks. Now, my number 4.
Jar Jar Binks.
My number 4. Cad Bane.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Cad Bane is probably one of the coolest bounty hunters you will ever meet, in my opinion. He has all the gadgets that a Mandalorian would, except with the cool cowboy hat. Okay? I love Cad Bane. I don't feel like he's actually dead. I don't think Boba Fett beat him. Did his light completely stop, or like, is he going to jump back up? We don't know. Hopefully he's still alive. He's been around forever. He's one of my most favorites. He's the one still stealing little kids for the Empire. Why? Because he's ruthless. He's one of the baddest of the bad in Star Wars history. Boom.
Damn.
I didn't write none of this down.
Damn.
So what's your number 4?
Darth Maul.
Hell
I
yeah.
know.
Darth Maul's
I know.
good.
Look, and here's the reason why. Okay, Darth Maul. Without Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn most likely would have survived. Okay, episode 1. And then he most likely would have trained Anakin Skywalker. And Anakin Skywalker most likely would have not turned to the dark side. Okay. Because if Anakin was trained by Qui-Gon Jinn, then Qui-Gon Jinn could have been like, Anakin, what's your problem? I can sense something's bothering you. Because he could always sense what was bothering Obi-Wan. He said, try not to live too much in the present. Or try not to live too much in the future, but live in the present here and now and shit like that. Anyway, so it would have helped Anakin greatly, I think. But yeah, and plus Darth Maul has a really badass line in, what is it, the Rebels? Where he's fighting off Obi-Wan when the last fight. And he's like, Kenobi! Which is voiced by Sam Witwer.
Badass line where he yells out, Kenobi! Well, Kenobi!
That's voiced by
the
Sam Witwer,
Oh,
that
yeah.
also played the voice actor for the game. What's his name? Twin, what?
No, you're talking about,
Sam Witwer.
yeah, you're talking about the New Republic or the Old Republic game.
No,
Revan. He plays Revan.
he plays Revan, but he
No,
also
not
plays
Revan. He's not Revan.
Starkiller.
Starkiller. There you go. Dual lightsaber dude. Ahsoka, but dude version. And
Yeah.
what the fuck is that game called?
But yeah, if you ever get a chance, look up Sam Witwer, voice acting stuff.
What is
Man,
that game called? It's Anakin's actual. Sorry, let me. She's looking confused. So Starkiller is a Anakin's first Padawan. Sorry, whenever he was Darth Vader, he had a Padawan, and it was one of the kids that they stole before the Inquisitors came and stuff like that. They were one that he stole, and Vader like trained him throughout his entire life, and like he taught him the 2 lightsaber technique and everything, and he also had the backwards grip. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Darth Maul. Kenobi! I love that dude, Sam Witwer. Anyways, moving on. Kaylee?
All right, my number 4. Y'all seen Clone Wars, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Never watched it.
So you remember season 3, episode 15, where they went to that distant planet where everything
the brothers.
seemed.
The brother. You're talking about the brother.
Yeah,
That's,
the son.
Mordecai.
That's who my number 4
Oh, the
is.
Mordecai episode.
The Mortis.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
The
Mortis,
arc.
not Mordecus.
Yes.
Mortis arc.
I really like how much darkness they portrayed in him, and
Dude.
I don't know. I'm more Sith than I am Jedi. Like personally, I am more drawn to the Sith than I am Jedi. That's just how I have been with the Star Wars. I'm an empath, so I relate to a lot of them, and I get it.
I was
So-
the same when I was young, and then I got old.
I'm not that young anymore. I'm 28. Like,
Oh, I thought you were younger than that for some reason. I was like, I think I better
no,
like
I'm 28.
because I knew your dad, right? Whenever I was younger,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like,
When I
like-
was younger. You still know her
coulda-
dad,
Well, I
right?
could have sworn she was like 9 then. I was like 17, and there's no way that was actually possible. I guess I thought she was that young, but she wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm 35. I'll be
It's probably
36
like
this year.
13. Yeah, yeah.
No, I scratched myself just then. No, I'm okay. Fuck.
Put that in the shirt.
All right,
But
we're
yeah,
good.
that's my number 4. I really liked what he did to Ahsoka too while they were on that planet. How she turned all evil for a little bit. That was cool to see. A little bit of dark Ahsoka.
Well, she also does that in the Ahsoka series. If you think about it, if you look for just a second whenever she's battling with Anakin, in the other world,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they do like a little glimpse like this whenever they're like together. Her eyes change. I don't know if it's just the color glare off of Anakin's red lightsaber or what, but her eyes look like they're glowing dark side color. So yeah, that happens. Sorry.
Have to rewatch it just to see that.
You didn't watch Rebels?
Oh, she
No,
watched
I
Rebels.
watched Rebels, and I watched Ahsoka too.
Which
She's
one?
my favorite character.
Which animated series you didn't watch?
Bad Batch.
I haven't finished Bad Batch.
That's right. My bad.
Season
You
2
good.
is not that good. 1 and 3 are really good.
Yeah, 1 and 3 are the best.
Yeah, I
Three,
like.
two is-
I finished season 1.
It actually ends,
Season-
and it ends really good in my opinion. Like the ending of Bad Batch is actually good. Usually, when a series ends, you're like, oh, I wish it would keep on going. I feel like the way they ended it was good.
They didn't need it. They didn't need to keep going.
Yeah, they
Just
did
like
good.
the end of Kenobi, the TV show.
No, they need to fucking do more than that because in the
Well,
books,
I know
in
that.
the
I
books,
agree. They need to do more of Kenobi.
You don't have to. You don't have to because you see Qui-Gon Jinn. You know they're gonna train. You know that's where he's gonna learn how the Force goes. Okay, and you know that he's gonna stay on the fucking planet until Luke gets up to be tall.
Well-
and now they're gonna need a fucking master. Okay?
well, there's also
So
a
you get to do
Tatooine,
more.
or there's a what's it called? There's what kind of
But it would be
what,
nice.
what
to
are the
see,
what are the ones with the Tusken Raider? There's a
Tusken
Tusken
Raiders.
Raider fucking Sith that comes after him. An
Look,
Inquisitor,
all I'm saying
pretty
is
much.
it would be nice also to see how to learn how the Force goes because I want to learn that shit. That way I can just come back and be like, "Yo, what's up, bitch?" No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, if I could force ghost, I'd do it right now. And then no, I wouldn't. I would wait till I'm older. I'd wait till
You
I'm
can't
older.
use a wiener as a Force ghost,
way
dude.
way more wise. All right. Did you do
Not even
yours?
Force. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
she did hers. Right.
Number
I
Okay.
did the Sun.
Number 3. The sun was badass. I love the sun. I
like
wish
Dad
I
better.
wish he was in like I don't know. The sun was good. Sorry. I'll be quiet. My number 3. Here we go. I've been drinking. Sorry. My number 3.
Obviously.
Thrawn.
Ron. Yeah, daddy.
Thrawn is number 3. Probably one of the most smartest bad guys, but never wins I've ever seen. He has.
It's my number 3 too.
He's your number 3. Okay, so you will agree that he
Yeah.
has some of the smartest plans that never work out. And I'm so happy that he's there.
Yes.
Every time that he does something, he sounds so sophisticated. Just walking around like he knows exactly what the Jedi are going to do. And then it doesn't work out. And I love it. And yeah, he's a bad guy, but he's also not. And if you actually know anything about Thrawn, they try and the Empire tries to take over his world. That's what they want to do. Well, actually, they find it, and he makes a deal. He's like, "Hey, leave my planet alone. I'll come work for you." They agreed to that shit. Boom. That's how Thrawn comes into play. And actually, if you look on the Empire side, they don't really have anybody that are a general and stuff like that. Anything other than human, because Palpatine's kind of racist and he only likes humans. So that's why you only see humans. But you see Thrawn, which is a Chiss. And for some reason you have one Chiss on the team with all the humans because of that deal. Boom.
I guess you could say it's just justice.
Yep.
So
That's
that
my
was
number
Steven.
3.
All right, my number 3. I've already said it once today. Giffany.
Got people out there talking loud. But we've been going a lot longer than what we thought. But we're almost done.
Yes, Giffany. So, the reason for Giffany is in the first book of Bane, The Path of Destruction. Giffany teaches Bane after Bane's been defeated. Are you what? Me?
I thought you already did Giffany.
No.
Okay, why
Darth Maul.
did I just?
I asked what her name was.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anyways, sorry. It's okay. So, so Bane gets defeated pretty fucking badly. And after his defeat, he loses his ability to tap into the Force. Or he doesn't lose his ability, it's diminished greatly. Like, he doesn't have the cojones to fucking step up and do it.
Yeah, and then Giffany makes him hard.
Yeah. Anyways, so she seduces him into being like her mate, but not really fucking him. So
That's what she does.
Yeah, I mean, she did the Last Jedi. When
and
she was
it's
Jedi.
like she's like, "Don't worry, here, look," and then she's like, she like made the Force flow through him, and then he's like, "Oh, oh, please." You have to trust me.
So
listen to the Bane book, and it's like definitely seductive. And she does that, and she's like, I can see how.
But they never do anything else. They don't fuck or anything. So
they make out.
So what? Shut up. You must listen. So she basically teaches him all the lessons that she's learning from the Sith Masters, because the Sith Masters get so tired of him not being able to use the Sith abilities, they basically just stop teaching him. They tell him, you're trash, get the fuck lost. So she comes to him, she turns him on to the Force again, and she helps him learn all the abilities that she's learning. Force lightning, all that shit. And the funny, cool shit is when she betrays Bane, right? She leads Bane into the library to get beat up by two other dudes, including herself. And so as he's beating her fucking ass, dude, okay, he turns to her and says, like basically going to help and something like that. I don't care. Shut up, Clint. I know you want to say something. Shut up.
I'm not. I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead.
You want to say?
You fucked it up by stopping talking. Like, let's go.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, and Giffany tosses his lightsaber to him, and he fucking tears him up, dude. And she's like, "I knew you were so strong. That's why I did this." Come here, big guy.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Yeah.
she knew that he needed his lightsaber after she was actually going against him. You don't actually know the whole story. I don't want to ruin it for you. You should actually go watch our YouTube. Go ahead and go back, find the Bane episode, and go ahead and listen to that if you want to. You don't have to, but it's freaking awesome. We were just starting out, and we were not that good, and I didn't really know that much about Star Wars. The longer I've done this, the more I found out. That's why my brain is like filled right now. Like I was like, yeah, I like Star Wars. I could do a Star Wars podcast. Let's do it. I want to talk to Star Wars. I honestly just wanted to talk to somebody about Star Wars. That's all I wanted to do. And then James was like, I want to do the same thing. I was like, let's fucking do it then. And then we both learned a lot. Yeah. Like I already knew like a little bit more than he did, and then
a lot,
yeah,
a lot more.
It just like sticks in my head now. All right. What was your number 3? You already said your number 3?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my number 3 was Thrawn.
Oh yeah, that's right. What did you have to say about that guy? Little blued head dude. Sorry, is that racist?
I honestly it was kind of the same reason to an extent. Like I really liked how well he complemented Ezra with their battles and everything, and how it just kept going because he had this perfect plan, yet it just never seemed to work out right. Like I really liked seeing him as the villain in Rebels. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, Thrawn was a badass. I loved him. All right. Well, do
Side
you want
note,
to
what
start?
if-
Okay.
What if Harrison Dula had the ability to use battle meditation, and that's how
Hera
Thrawn
does
had to
not
win?
have the fucking. I'm not doing this. Do you want to start off with number 2?
Who, me?
No, Kaylee. Since we
Me?
both had Thrawn. Yeah, I mean you don't have to.
I can.
Yeah,
I don't mind. My number 2 is Asajj Ventress.
Ventress. She's a beast.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
love
beast.
her.
She's also not a
Definitely
bad
Isn't she
guy.
a good guy?
vibes
She's
that
not a
she
bad
gives
guy.
Oh,
off,
she
you
doesn't
know?
know. She doesn't know.
Yes, she does.
Oh,
Oh, no, she
What are you
doesn't.
talking about?
No, she doesn't know.
No, she doesn't know.
What do I not know?
She's not a bad
You have to
guy.
watch Bad Batch.
Like I said, there's people that are
Did I
bad
miss-
guys, but
oh,
not
is
good
it Bad
guys.
Batch? Is something in Bad Batch? Don't tell me. Don't tell
I'm not
me.
gonna tell you. You have to watch it. But yeah, she's a bad guy right
I
now.
will.
Though.
I'll watch it. Yeah, from what I've seen, she's a bad guy, and I love it. I love how
Well,
she
no,
is right now.
you've
She's
seen
gonna
Clone
turn
Wars,
good?
right?
Damn.
You've seen
Like,
Clone Wars, right?
huh?
You saw Clone Wars?
Yeah, she had
Okay.
a couple good
No,
moments
at
in
the
it.
end, what was she doing at the end of Clone Wars? She was not doing bad stuff anymore. She found out whatever she was doing was actually wrong, and then she decided to become a bounty hunter. But if the bounty hunter meant doing bad things, she actually went against the bounty hunter and tried to get paid the other way. In Clone
I
Wars.
don't remember that actually.
That's
I
what
should rewatch
happens.
it then.
Go, yeah. I think it's like it might be it's either season 6 or season 7. There's only so many episodes in season 7.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So many
I
episodes
can
in
Google
each
it and figure out.
I just rewatched all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Just rewatch all of it
No,
again.
I literally just rewatched
for the like
it.
100th time.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
yeah. I literally just rewatched it.
I
like-
rewatched it 2 years ago, so
no, mine was like a
it won't
couple
hurt
months.
to refresh a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's what I said. The first time I watched it was like 2 years ago. Yeah. It took me forever to watch the animated series. After I watched the animated series, I was like, I'm educated. And then I was like, there's books. And then I found out I was not even close to being educated.
I didn't know there was books until today's podcast.
There was more books before Disney took over and made everything not canon anymore. There was over 100 books of Star Wars. So,
I did not know that. I would have been reading
Plus-
those.
Plus video games.
yeah, plus video games.
Oh yeah, I know about the video games.
Hell Estes.
Yep. He's a
Um,
freaking beast, and he would have been in my top 5, but he's not.
all right, number 2. You want to take it?
Yeah, Maul.
Hell yeah.
Why? This is why. Because Maul was taken as a little baby by this fucking bad guy. Very, very bad guy. Sidious. That's who I'm talking about. As a little baby. He had to grow up. He had to grow up with bullshit. He had to try and honestly, you want to know why he's the best? You want to know why he's the best fucking bad guy? He was able to take over Mandalore for one thing, kill all kinds. He didn't kill Obi-Wan, but he killed his wannabe wife. He did that. She's dead, all because of Maul. He did that. He also killed his fucking his teacher. What the fuck is it? Jedi, whatever the fuck you want to call that. He killed that dude. Master. There you go. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I'm so happy. I was stuck. I was like, what the hell is this fucking called? Sorry. I keep on cussing. You said Maul earlier, and now I'm throwing off my game. I completely forgot that I was going to talk about him taking over Mandalore and blah blah blah. But yeah, he was the best antagonist throughout. He also almost got fucking Ezra taken over. He was probably the best antagonist through all of Clone Wars and Rebels and the very first
episode 1.
Yeah, and the first movie. Sorry, not the first movie. Episode 1. So, in all, Maul's the best. So, boom. I'm sorry, somebody already said that.
Number two.
This guy.
You know why he's number 2?
He's number 2.
You know why? You know why he's number 2? Because he's cutting 2.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact about Maul. I just want to let y'all know. How many times do you think Darth Maul blinks in episode 1?
Twice.
He blinks 3 times in episode 1.
I was close.
You want to know why he only blinks 3 times?
Because blinkings are for pussies?
No, because the contacts in his eyes were actually causing him a bunch of irritation, and every single time he blinked, it made it worse. So the only time he actually blinks is after he gets cut in half, and he actually blinks twice before he... I think it's like 3 times before he falls, or once right before he falls, and then 2 times as he's falling. I can't remember.
Man, dude.
But it's like right after he gets cut in half. Mando. Sorry.
Number 2. Darth Vader.
So there's that.
But yeah, number 2 for me is Darth Vader, and here's why. Darth Vader's Darth Vader.
Darth
He is
Vader
the
is
Vader
a-
Vader.
He's a good guy and a bad guy. He's this one person. I can't be
Look,
quiet.
at least I didn't fucking make him number 1,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Okay.
Oh.
So, anyways, Darth Vader, there's one thing for certain. He is by far the most powerful Sith Lords, and the reasons for his immense defeat. I'm kidding. His immense penis was cut in half.
what?
When
Hey,
he lost his legs.
what?
He
Yeah.
was
Oh,
cut short.
I don't know if it was that long, dude. Come on.
Kid. But look. But Vader's pretty badass. He has the highest metachlorine count, and if he wouldn't have been cut,
No,
so many
he doesn't
times-
have, because after he got cut in half, it went. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
But if he wouldn't have got cut, because he was Vader before he was cut
Anakin.
in half. If you remember correctly, he only had one like small portion of his hand gone, of his arm. Okay,
His
And he
eyes
was-
were already yellow then, right?
maybe not, but they were definitely yellow when he was being barbecued. So, anyways, I hate you.
I loved you.
You are my brother, Anakin.
I said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them.
I didn't mean to join them, but you cut me down.
I hate you.
But anyway, so I said he was technically Darth Vader before becoming the Darth Vader we know and love today. So if he wouldn't have lost his limbs, he probably would have been the most powerful Darth.
Yes, he was.
Person in the
He
world.
was. He was way stronger than Palpatine.
current time.
His fucking power level was way over when he was using the dark side of the Force, because the dark side of the Force boosts your power level, pretty much, if you want to call it that. It makes you super strong. But since he lost all of his limbs, he was only 80% of Palpatine's power, and that was not strong enough for him to take over his legacy, and that's why Palpatine actually made a suit to where it was actually constricting him, and he couldn't use his full potential
I
because
thought they
he's
made
like,
a suit to cause him torture, so he would be constantly in pain.
yeah,
so he
which
could
would use the
live off the dark
yes,
side.
but it
dark
was
side.
also constricting.
So okay, so check this out, right?
That's why he could barely.
Who would have
move.
been stronger? Uncut. Sounds nasty. Uncut Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vicious.
Vitiate consumed a planet, and Revan was super strong too, and he was like able to destroy Revan and keep him. Well, he didn't really kill Revan; he kept him locked up for like 300 years.
But Anakin never had the training or the Sith holocrons to really learn the abilities.
yeah,
Kinda
no,
like
no.
Darth Bane
Vader
did.
was not as strong. Vader could have been stronger. That's the thing.
But-
Vader could have been good. He wasn't. And everybody's like, "Oh, I love Vader. Vader was cool. He's a good bad guy, but he could have been better." Just saying.
But anyways,
He was cut short.
do you want to hit your number one?
Literally. My number 1 is actually Anakin Skywalker.
See
You
how
mean
she
Darth
has
Vader.
see how she has him as a bad guy? My point exactly. You have him for both. Good guy.
I do have him for
and
both.
bad guy.
I
Which is fine.
This has been something that me and Josh talks about like almost every time we watch Star Wars together. I see Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader as 2 different people. That's just me. But honestly, Anakin he did really go bad at the end, unfortunately.
Well,
and he
that's
didn't
Darth
really
Vader.
follow orders to start with.
That's Darth Vader before he got
But
cut in
you-
half, and that's what you're talking about. Because he was
I mean,
named
yeah.
Vader afterwards.
That is true, but he always had his own way of doing things, especially in the Clone Wars. You know, he got in a lot of trouble every time with the Jedi Council. You weren't supposed to do this. You weren't supposed to do that. You weren't supposed to do this. He fell in love with Padme. You know, they were doing stuff they weren't supposed to do, and Satine and Obi-Wan fell in love too. But
Yeah.
did they really pursue it? Anakin was always kind of he was the chosen one, but maybe not for the Jedi.
He could have been. He could have been. If only.
He was supposed to be the father time.
He could have
Duel
been,
of
but if you
Fates.
think about it, he had a messed up life from the get-go. He was a slave, and his mom died as soon as he left, and slaughtered, and
Well,
then
I wouldn't say as soon as he left. It
Yeah.
was 10 years.
not as soon as he left, but
Everyone's like, why didn't Padme save his mom? Well, because Padme only found a slave, and you expect her to go back and free his mom too? It's like she had no connection towards him, and she didn't even meet him till 10 years later again. Like, while he was fucking constantly thinking about her, she was dealing with, like, Senate stuff and stuff like that. Like, of course she's not going to go and save some random kid's mom. Why would she do that?
yeah.
And then when they
No.
meet again, that's when when his mom dies. It's not that much longer after. It's not like, oh, I met Anakin. Where do we get this guy? Oh, his mom. I wonder if she's still a slave. Let me go free her. She didn't think anything like that. Like, it didn't. I don't even think she barely had time to do that. She was trying to get assassinated. So there's that. Sorry. Well, my number one is Bane. Bane from the books, mainly because he did wipe out all of the Sith. He killed them all because he's a fucking beast. And whenever he was taught something, you know how most people like shoot stuff out of their fingers? He would do it from his entire body. It was like an entire electric storm just shooting off of him. This dude was so powerful and so manipulative, and he found so many holocrons. I don't know, only in the books that I've actually read, like the only three that's actually out there are Bane. He was strong, and he was like almost impossible to beat, and he literally made the rule of two, like he said earlier. One of the best Sith ever made, probably the most ruthless out of everybody. He killed a whole family just to make sure that he stayed alive because he was poisoned. Like,
He was feeding on their fear and crap.
Yeah.
And that made him stronger.
and the longer they feared, and right before he killed, like that made him stronger, just so he could just stay alive. That dude is a
Don't
beast.
forget about the Orbalisks.
Yeah, the Orbalist too. I mean, I guess that was cool, but that's not what made him fucking ruthless. I'm talking about why he was a fucking bad guy. This dude was a fucking beast because of these reasons. He wiped out all the Jedi. I'm sorry, all the Sith. All of them. He killed his dad when he was a little kid just by thinking of it.
Yeah, but he didn't know that he was a Sith. He didn't know he had Force
Yeah,
abilities.
he didn't know that he did it, but he still fucking did it.
Yeah,
He was a
he was
beast.
pretty badass.
Awesome. That was
So
my number one.
My number one's Darth Sidious.
Of course.
Because Darth Sidious, his planning and meticulousness is really similar to Darth Bane. He came up and became a Sith, killed his master in his sleep, because he's a bitch, and then
Which Darth Bane's
basic-
fucking practice was that you were supposed to be stronger than your master to kill him, to take his position, and
Right.
that's not what happened with Sidious.
So Darth Sidious, but he had the planning of Darth Bane, and he planned, Anakin. He basically groomed him from birth to be who he was, and to end up becoming who he was, and he manipulated the whole world, the whole galaxy, into giving him what he needed to become the emperor.
Yeah, he did. When Bane was there, he said that the Sith's power is not just through force. It's through manipulation. And that's something that we need to take care of. In the 3 books, the first one he gets rid of the Sith. The second and third one, he's thinking of ways to manipulate the Republic by throwing out like a rebellion that doesn't really exist going against the Empire, just so they have like whispers of the Sith and this, that, and the other, but nothing actually ever comes of it. So yeah, he's very manipulative. Awesome. I love him.
Honorable mention for me, Darth Xana.
Xana?
Because without Darth Xana, Bane would have been killed
I thought you already
when he had
mentioned
the
Xana.
obelisks removed. No.
Oh no, you mentioned Giffany. Yeah, Giffany. Xana was a badass. What about you, Kaylee? Oh, did she already do hers?
Honorable mention.
No, my
Yeah.
bad. Okay. My
fine.
honorable mentions. Here we go. Hondo. Probably one of the best bad and good guys out there. He's not a bad or a good guy, but every time he's on screen, I freaking love him. He makes me laugh, and if he's played by anybody in live action, it should be Johnny Depp, in my opinion, because who else could
Yeah.
do it?
I could see that.
Other than that, we got Boba
Yeah, I
Fett.
can see that.
Boba Fett is not an actual good guy nor a bad guy. We don't know exactly. He's just a bounty hunter trying to do what he's supposed to. Super cool, dude. The Boba Fett series, I'm not too sure about. At least the first 4 episodes or something like that. It was super boring. All I heard was the whole time, and I didn't understand it. But other than that, it's not too bad. I would like to see the Ricotta at some point, which would have been awesome. I know that's not like a good or a bad guy, but if I was to say that there was a bad thing out in the universe, it would be the Ricotta Empire. And then I'm just going to say that. All right. I think that's all we got. Did everybody have fun?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, James, take us out of here.
All right, gladly. I have to pee so bad. Okay. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video today. If you liked it, please drop a like and subscribe below. It helps the channel out. Make sure you give a round of applause for Kaylee for her first time being on today with us. Let her know how good she did in the comments down below, please. Make sure you check out my channel, The Adventures of Tater Nuts 99, where I be playing Fortnite and Fallout 4, and hopefully before too long, some Warzone with Mr. Clinton fucking Richie. Yeah, dude. I think that's it.
Yeah. I think that is it. Kaylee, would you like to say anything? Yes, no?
Thank you guys for having me on your little pod tonight. I actually had a lot of fun. It was nice getting to discuss Star Wars with other nerds.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome.
Other than that, you guys make sure to have fun, be safe, and get the fuck out of here.
You gotta say something here, Kelly.
And you just say,
You have to say
no,
bye
no,
or something.
she already did. She's good.
Oh, okay. Well then, peace.